Hey, just wanted to preface this podcast with a little apology because we had some technical issues, so it might not be the smoothest of things, but pardon our dust, we're new to this.
Yeah, it'll get sorted in the future. So we hope you enjoy the episodes. We've got a good one today. So yeah, keep listening. Hello and welcome back to the Cheap Seats podcast. Today we've got quite a special episode. Elliot, do you want to explain who's on the show today with us?
Today we have this amazing band from opposite sides of the world. We've got Side. You want to introduce yourselves, guys?
Hey, Henry and Elliot.
Hello.
Yeah, we make kind of psych pop music with like disco and funk all kind of chucked in, I guess.
Yep.
Yeah, it's
Well,
Yeah.
This is right.
Sorry. Right. So, how do you? Is that how you describe yourselves to everybody? Would you? Because I've seen you label yourselves as what is it? Bedroom funk.
Oh yeah, but then I don't know. We changed that. Maybe it's bedroom funk. What would you say it is?
Yeah.
I don't know how I think like synth pop really like it's just really good feel good music.
Oh, no, that's good.
Yeah,
That's the perfect description.
Yeah.
Yeah, perfect.
I think So Criz vocals, I guess. Vocals and writing. I should probably say like introduction.
Oh yeah. And then I'm Ryan. I do production and mixing and a bit of writing and bass playing and whatever.
And everything.
Just everything else basically. And
So
keyboard.
Sorry.
Oh no.
So right, okay. So how did you come to be with being on different sides of like the planet? Like, how did you meet?
We met at a night. You have to edit this.
This is so scuffed, but I love it.
We are not podcast savvy.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, we met at a nightclub in East London.
Yeah, at a record party. And we both actually didn't want to go to it and both tried selling our tickets the night of the event.
Yeah.
And I think I got there at like 1 a.m. and met Ryan at like 3 a.m. and then just sort of like started hanging out. And then Ryan was making music in his room at the time when I met him. And he was like playing around with this beat and I was like, I don't know, it just started coming up with just started coming up with lyrics, and then it sort of naturally just happened after that.
Yeah.
Like we just started...
Oh, she's got a nice voice. I think I've been trying for ages. I sound like I don't know. It just sounds like I've got problems. So.
Yeah.
So
then
it's nice to find
sorry.
one with someone, isn't it?
Oh yeah, if you get along well and it's just fun making music, then
Yeah.
why not?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So I guess that's Ryan had started writing songs at the time because it wasn't really my thing. Like I'd played in bands before but not like singing. And then and then I started singing Ryan's songs, and that's kind of how the first EP kind of came about.
Wow. I absolutely love your first EP, Bang Bang.
No,
I found you through Flying Vinyl. I noticed you had a release through there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's a little 7-inch with Feel Good and Feel Better and Do Tell.
Oh yeah.
And I bought. I seen it on Depop. It was like a little bundle. I was like, oh, that looks. Why not? I thought I need to get some new music. I'll just buy a couple, and then literally I was glued to it. It's absolutely amazing.
Oh, cool.
It's really unique.
Nice one. Thank you.
Yeah, that's a super compliment. Thank you.
Henry was telling me he listens to it every day.
Oh no! Literally,
sorry to embarrass him, but
it's my revision music. Honestly, it's just chilled out completely.
He introduced me to you guys not long before the podcast, and honestly, I've been glued to it as well.
It's just really unique. So, where would you say what kind of music do you listen to? Where do you think your inspirations are from? Oh, hello. He's still there?
Hello? Hello?
Okay, can you hear?
Oh,
Don't worry, we can edit this out.
yeah, we can just
but
cut that bit.
yeah, we can cut this.
Timestamp 12 minutes in.
Right, okay, I'm gonna screenshot see what the song was. Right, okay. Did you hear the question?
Oh yeah.
Oh, we didn't hear your answer. You cut out there.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
Right, okay.
The music that makes me feel the best is probably like the Beach Boys and like Tame Impala and stuff like that, I guess.
Oh yeah.
And like Todd Rundgren and I don't know. Like, what about you?
City pop.
Oh,
and
City
then,
Pop. Yeah,
listen
we've
to
just
a
been
lot of
listening
City
to like loads of Japanese 80s funk and then
Ooh.
and then
Yeah.
yeah, like
Oh,
I don't even know how to
Japanese funk's so cool.
pronounce.
That's where like future funk's based, isn't it?
Oh yeah,
Where you get like your samples from there. Oh, there's just some really like magic songs from there. But that's quite a weird collection. You're inspired by the Beach Boys.
yeah,
What did you
love
say?
the Beach Boys.
Love them.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's like the perfect combination of like happy and sad.
And harmonies.
Yeah,
Would you say
harmonies.
there's like any certain aspect of your music that is directly influenced by the Beach Boys and like that kind of genre of music?
Well, if you listen to Feel Better, like the guitar is kind of like beachy, and then there are harmonies and like there's like pitched up falsetto bits and then echoey vocals and
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's more, it's
Yeah.
really a feeling.
yeah.
Yeah.
But then
I've noticed you've used a lot of beach imagery in like your music videos for Feel Better with all like it's like some old video footage of like a beach and all like the multicolored
Yeah.
and imposed effects. That's cool.
And I think where we're moving into now, like we've sort of, after all this time, we've released a couple of songs, but we've now sort of been working towards something that's more cohesive. And like, I think like revisiting some of the stuff that we listen to that like we've always like loved, we've been listening to a lot lately. So I feel like that will influence the next.
yeah, if
Like,
we listen to the Beach Boys and like Japanese funk, can't really go wrong in what we make.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is Henry, currently editing the podcast, and around here we discovered we were going through many technical difficulties on the Anchor app, so we decided to switch over to Discord to record the rest of the episode. Unfortunately, when it came to recording through Discord, it meant that our audio was downscaled. The quality of our audio was downscaled dramatically. So, unfortunately, I don't believe it's going to be the nicest of quality. But I'm really sorry. This is the best we can do, and we can hope this won't happen again. Enjoy.
Right, okay. They were slightly delayed, but it doesn't really matter. It all makes sense. Right, okay. Where were we? For the listeners, we had a bit of technical issues and we've been cut out. We're now on Discord, opposed to recording through the Anchor app.
and we're all here,
it's not,
back again.
It's not there. It's not going the best, but we'll make do. It might be a shorter episode if it keeps going the same way, but yeah, right, okay, back to where we were. So, do you reckon there's been a change in your sound from 2017 with the release of Bang Bang to the music you produced last year?
Yeah, I think so. Just because it had been such a long time, so we were listening to a lot of different music, and I think the next stuff we're putting out is going to be kind of similar to the Bang Bang stuff, but like but better and well, maybe better. I think it's better, and
it's more collaborative this time, I think.
We like write together now rather than just me doing everything, which is working better, I think, and like way better, and it's going to be similar to the Bang Bang stuff, but like I don't know.
We've like since then, I guess, like listened to a lot of different music as well. So it's like what we're influenced by now on top of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think songwriting in general is much stronger with the next lot of songs that come
Yeah.
out.
It's going to
Like,
be
we've
more like
really pushed the
next
boundary.
level.
Yeah.
Like not doing the same thing over again. More
Yeah.
like
Interesting. That's good.
And cohesive. Like, I feel like there's a story that runs through it all. Like, I wrote out kind of next to each song that we've written, that sort of we've got going for this next project, like all the different emotions or different feelings that you get, or like what the songs are about. And there seems to be like a whole kind of concept behind it all, which feels like really nice and really strong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a narrative almost.
Yeah. It's exciting.
Cool.
Really exciting.
Sorry to backpedal a little bit, but that's all right. In that not 4 year break, but the break you had, you said you were both doing different creative projects.
Yeah.
Are we all right to ask what they were?
yeah, of course. You want me?
Well, my background originally and what brought me to London, I worked in the fashion industry for quite a while and got offered work here. So I, after, like, I left fashion, went into music, and then like, I still had, like, this burning desire to want to like pursue fashion still, but in a different way. And I didn't like being in industry, so I wanted to start like a sustainability brand. So I started making stuff and did really well on Depop and places like that. So I sort of pursued that for a few years. And then I guess going into lockdown, I wasn't doing a lot of it, and I wasn't doing like markets, and I wasn't like being around people. So naturally I just woke up and started like writing, and so that's how I came full circle. So I've kind of gone from like music to fashion to music to fashion, and now back to music again. Yeah.
She's got a
Over
passion
time.
for fashion.
Over time. Yeah.
You've got a passion for fashion.
Yeah. You heard it here first.
You're still doing
It's an
your
exclusive.
Depop stuff now.
Yeah, I do a bit. But yeah, I've decided that like it takes a long time to make stuff. So I've put that time into songwriting, and I just really love it. I just know that that's what I'm meant to be doing now. Like I have a really strong feeling like I'm in the right place now.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
It's really good.
Oh, I forgot what I was going to ask there. So what instruments do you play? Because I noticed in the Stations video, there's so much going on. I was absolutely baffled by how many different synths and just weird music making things there were. What instruments would you both play?
Well, Criz does vocals, and then I do everything else. So,
But are you predominantly one instrument, or you just dabble in everything?
well, like mainly, well, like I started off playing bass, and like that was like my main kind of thing. But then just like synths and keyboard, like I can play keyboard to an extent that sounds pretty cool, you know, but I'm not like really technically proficient, you know. But yeah, and then like I can play guitar really badly, but then like chop it up and make it sound good, and then and just like
That's cool.
finger drums on the drum pad.
I play bass as well, so I was absolutely. I love video so much. It's so funky, man. It's literally just so cool.
Oh, nice. Well, you're in for a treat.
Yeah, you're in for a treat
With
with
the next
song.
songs
It's
that-
like kind of ridiculous.
Yeah, when the next songs, the bass lines are actually like, I don't know, I've just gone a bit mental with them, so.
Thundercat level bass sort of stuff going on.
It's pretty exciting.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, definitely on one of them. It's like, kind of like if Jaco Pastorius. Actually, no, I'm not going to say that. No, it's like Jaco Pastorius tone, but then like Thundercat tone mixed together, and then me just playing like a freak.
Yeah. And then like
Jaco Pastorius
super
the guy
pop, pretty vocals, so
that
it's
ripped
kind
his
of
frets
funny.
off.
Huh?
Pardon?
Is Jaco Pastorius the fellow that ripped all his frets off his bass?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
He saw them as speed
Yeah,
bumps.
Yeah,
You've dabbled in
I
a
do want a
fretless
fretless
bass. You have done.
it would be so much fun.
Yeah, I used to have one, and they are really fun. But then I put piccolo strings on it, so I think that puts it up an octave, or I could be wrong. Maybe it's higher than that. They sounded really
Speaking
cool.
of piccolo, I noticed in Feel Better. that's a good transition, wasn't it?
Yeah.
You've got some strange samples. I noticed the Super Saiyan sound from Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Dragon Ball Z's
We really love
sick.
it. yeah. That and Yu Yu Hakusho are like our favorites.
Yeah, but Dragon Ball Z is like a staple you can always come back to.
Just
I've
wholesome.
never seen it, but I've only heard good things.
Oh,
Yeah,
colours.
like I don't know. Yeah, the colors are amazing. All the sound design and everything. Like there's just like crazy like synth sound design, and I don't know. It's just sick.
Yeah, super inspiring.
Yeah.
Yeah, we usually
And
watch it while
it
having
means in that breakdown you get to
Anime.
go Super Saiyan, and then like, you're ready for the final chorus.
Yeah, and that was a good transition, that wasn't it?
Yeah, that was one of the best segues I've heard.
Proud of that one, Henry.
I actually am. I didn't even know much about Dragon Ball, and I might just pick that one.
You were telling me about it earlier.
Yes, I seen a comment on YouTube, and I was like, "Oh my god! Like, there actually is that." But,
Oh, so you didn't even bring it up. You said, "Oh, I can't believe this."
Oh,
Oh,
sorry.
I thought it was
I don't
you
watch
that
the
left the
show.
comment.
Oh no! I'm
You gotta get
sorry,
your own
it's a
material,
bit, but,
Henry.
I'm stealing.
Nah, it's good.
Also, there's videos of you throwing ice on your Instagram. Do you have weird samples, and do you experiment a lot with your sounds?
Yeah, like just off the top of my head. Well, the ice. Well, that was when we went to Norway, and I recorded some samples, and there's a bit of that in our next single, which is coming out pretty soonish. And then the like on Feel Better, the main keyboard sound is my voice, like spread out across the whole keyboard. I was just singing like R or something, and then like spread it out.
That's cool.
Yeah. I don't know, there's loads of stuff. I made like loads of sampler instruments out of my voice, and just like weird stuff, like a fretless guitar that I made kind of unsuccessfully that sounds really bad, but then some of the notes sound good, so I just recorded those notes and then put them across the whole keyboard.
I do want to have a go. I've got like an old P bass. I do want to rip the noting sometimes. Absolutely wreck it, but I think it'll be fun.
Yeah,
I think you should give it a go. I did it with a bass a while back, and like it actually worked. That like the first time I ever tried it, it worked really well. And I just used an iron on the frets, and was just like patient, so I didn't rip any of the fretboard out, and then just filled it in with wood filler.
Yeah, and then the only thing is I'd be conscious of the fact that. Well, actually, the wood filler would leave a mark. But I was saying, when you see fretless basses without, or even like a double bass, you don't see any indication of where the notes are. I couldn't imagine playing without that.
Yeah.
I find it so.
Well,
confusing.
mine still had markers, because of the wood filler. So it was nice to have a guide. But apparently, Jaco Pastorius used to play a fretted bass when he would practice, and he would actually play on the frets, which is weird to me. Like, yeah.
What bass do you have now? Out of curiosity. Sorry, I'm getting.
Nah, it's good to nerd out on basses. Basses are good. Jazz bass, like an American one.
Aye, that's what I've got as well. I've got
nice.
a cream one.
Oh, cream one. That's nice.
Yeah, it's buttercream. It's like a yellow.
Yeah.
It's buttercream. It's nice. I just got it at the end of lockdown. I've been saving up all that furlough cash and.
Oh, nice. Yeah, some tasty buttercream bass.
Oh. buttery biscuit paste.
So do you guys both
exactly.
do you guys both play in bands then yourselves? Like, are you guys like, is that kind of, or are you studying it? Like, what?
I'm a drummer in a band, but I try and songwrite and I try and write guitar and stuff for the band, but nothing's come out of it as of yet.
Cool, that's
Yeah.
cool that
Nice.
you, my
What do you
background.
mean? Like you just started, but you haven't put any recordings up, or?
No, it's like I feel like when I write by myself, I'm not getting everyone's impact, and I feel like it'd be so much better if everybody had their ideas with me.
Input, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to write things where people are playing things and it feels uncomfortable or it's not fun for them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's tricky being in bands. Like, we've both played in bands like before we met. And when Ryan first met me, he had to come to one of my gigs, and he said I was I played drums for years, and he said I was a terrible drummer. That was like, it was like our third time we'd hung out, and I brought him to a gig, and he was like, "You are a terrible drummer. You do know that, don't you?" And I was like, "Oh," like really sad. But then when we started doing music, he was like, "You're a better singer than a drummer," and I was like, "Oh, that's nice."
Yeah, I like to flatter her, you know.
Just like to flatten everybody in your path. Just
Crushing dreams before the start.
No, but it's fun though. Drums is fun because like I liked being sort of at the back, and like I used to play standing up with like another girl as well back in Australia, so we used to play like facing each other, playing like half drum kits, like set up, standing up, facing each other, playing. So it was like always really fun. Like, it was never like, I didn't feel like there was like pressure to it. It was like, well, it shouldn't ever be pressure, but
Like she
playing
could
in
cover
bands like
your
that.
mistakes and that.
Yeah, basically. Every time I fucked up, I'd just look at her and she
like
was
her drum kit was mic'd up and yours wasn't.
That's not true.
Just having fun, just
Yeah,
Just pretending.
Fun. It was fun. Yeah, it was fun.
It's like when you're playing on a console and you give a baby a controller without any batteries in.
Yeah, exactly. Well, she wants to learn to drive, but I think she'd be a bad driver. So, like, she's good at other stuff, but I think she'd be too, like, away with, daydreaming. So I said, like, when I start driving again, I'm just gonna give her a dinner plate so she can be in the passenger seat and just like pretend she's driving.
Yeah.
Just use her crashing, just sample it.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll put that on there. I'll pitch it down.
Yeah.
Bless her.
Yeah.
Yeah. But she's good at loads of other stuff.
Yeah. Thanks.
Very good singer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Exactly. That's the main thing.
I think my songwriting, like, I think with the next lot of songs, the songwriting's really gone up a level, and that's like really nice.
Excellent songwriting.
Quite sad, like really sort
Yeah.
of diving deep into the emotional side of life.
Because if you meet her, she's like the happiest person ever. But the songs that she's been writing sounds like she wants to jump off a bridge or something. So.
But I am like super happy just with probably a really dark past, so it's like it's good because you can, like, there's always so many stories that I feel like I can dive into that I can bring into now, which is good. Yeah.
So, what is the creative process of you to make music? Like, how do you start? Like, where do you get your ideas from?
Recently, it's been like I've made an instrumental. Like sometimes I'll just like go into the studio room, have loads of coffee, and then just go on YouTube for a bit to like get inspired, and then make something. And then I'll show Criz, and then she'll write a song over it, and then I usually just fix up bits or add bits. Like she writes
like
a really...
Ryan's really good at pointing out like bits that you could add a bit of melisma or hold a note for longer to give like more of an emotional impact to that line. Also, he's good at like sort of crafting around my melodies.
Yeah,
and
like usually she'll just write an amazing song over it, and then I'll chuck in a bridge or something, and some little bits sometimes, and then
Team.
Yeah. Yeah, well, we had to like work at our process to make it like easy and fun
Yeah.
because our process before was a bit crazy. So yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's it really.
And then Ryan's taught me how to record my vocals. So for all these new songs, I've been able to record my vocals, which has been really nice because I feel like you don't have the pressure of someone kind of like you're wasting someone else's time. Like it's all on you and you've got to bring out the best results. And then like I show Ryan and he'll be like, no, that's shit. You can't do it again.
No, I don't always say it's shit.
No.
Oh, wait.
And then I'll just go back in for another 4 hours and crack it out. Like
Yeah. Well, no, that's
it's
only
good.
sometimes. Like
It's
usually
good.
she does it. Sometimes she does it first try. You know.
Yeah. And then Ryan goes in with the production and just gets to be really creative, usually on a
Yeah.
coffee high.
Oh
Goes to
yeah.
town.
Yeah.
Yeah. That caffeine high.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Loves it.
What's your favourite coffee?
Grumpy Mule,
Yes.
the organic one. So
Wow.
good.
It smells
What
so
about you?
good.
Can't stand coffee.
Oh,
Really?
I haven't
Coffee is
tried
just not for me.
Mule,
pardon?
You've
but that's
got-
really interesting.
Oh, do it.
You've got to try it. What's your favourite?
Not. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not really that well versed in my coffee. Just like a bit of a Nescafe Americano, me.
Oh yeah. Does the
Well,
job
yeah,
though.
it all does.
I
it all does
hated coffee. Was that Henry that hates coffee?
Yeah, I can't
Yeah.
stand it.
I hated it and I hated the smell of
Absolutely
it and I hated the smell of it on people's breath. But when I studied fashion, I used to hold my nose and I would down coffee, like shots of coffee, because I knew how intense, like studying, like it was so insane. Like everyone around you bawling, crying, like just losing their shit at uni. And so I'd like hold my nose down loads of coffee because I hated the smell of it. And then one day I took my hand away and realized I was already addicted to it because I started to enjoy the smell of it. And that's how I ended up on coffee. So it can happen for you. All you gotta do
Yeah.
is force yourself.
Yeah, I just study fashion at university and I'll be a coffee pro.
Yeah, fiend by the end of it.
My great grandma used to give me cups of coffee when I was little, and she used to call it a Betty cup of tea.
What does that mean?
Just my great grandma was called Betty, so
Oh.
it was like her version of a cup of tea, and she used to give it to me, and I used to love it.
Ah,
And then I grew up and I was kind of like,
Running
Mum, can I have a Betty
circles
cup of tea? And Mum used to get, my mum just used to go, yeah, here's your cup of coffee. And I'm like, what? No,
Yeah.
it's a cup of tea. It's a Betty cup of tea.
That's kind of crazy. I can't imagine giving it to a kid. That is crazy.
what did you
Yes,
do
it
with
would
all
be
that
insane.
energy as a child?
Probably the reason I love coffee today, yeah.
Probably why you play drums.
Oh, yeah.
Because you like energy, burn energy.
I'm playing bass. I'll stick to tea. Coffee's not for me.
Yeah, I had to
Alright.
work my way up to coffee.
Yeah, I do love tea though, so.
So, Henry and Elliot, what were you both studying?
Well, at the minute, we're both doing A-levels, I think. I'm second year, and I'm doing law, geography, and music performance.
Oh, nice.
I'm in first year of my A levels, and I'm doing business, biology, and geography. All
Cool.
the fun ones.
Biology. What brings you to
That's
that
what I
to
want to
pick?
do after, but
Pardon?
Sorry?
I think you cut out there for me. It's temporary.
Oh, right. Hello?
I do
know what
biology,
you say.
business, and it's hard, but it's
You want to be a medical man, don't you, Henry?
Do you?
to do something biology based at university.
Nice.
Yeah, cool.
But yeah, a rock star, but I think I'll settle for biology.
Alright.
I've applied for music performance courses at uni.
Yeah, cool. So, what do you have to do? Do you just like play songs and stuff?
wait for the A level or for uni?
Oh wait, did you say you want to study it at uni?
Yeah.
Oh.
I've applied to study at uni.
Oh, cool. Which ones?
Nottingham, Trent, Leeds, Manchester, BIM, Birmingham, BIM, and Northampton.
Oh, cool. I haven't heard much about the others, but I've heard Leeds is like really, really fun.
Yeah, heard good things about Leeds.
Yeah.
I haven't been up north at all. I've like been as far as Glastonbury on like a surfing trip with friends like years ago.
What did you think you were gonna go into music when you were younger? Like when did you start first like dabbling with music?
I don't know. I've just always been playing bass and then got into production. I haven't really stopped making music like since I started.
Yeah.
Since I was like 14 or something. So, yeah.
I just got really into it.
Yeah, just like obsessed really. Like I can't really.
Oh.
I don't think I can do anything else, so I'm just gonna do this.
Yeah, just settle with it. Yeah.
I think if I gave up.
Oh,
I was just gonna say, I think if I ever gave it up, I'd be one of those. You know, when you see those dads that are just like really annoyed with everything because they've like just and they just like
give up on everyone else because somebody gave up on you.
No, just like you know when they give up on themselves, man. You know, and they're just like just shouting at the TV like, "Oh, what's so good about him? What's so good about him?" They just turn into like hater mentality rather than, you know.
Yeah, no regrets.
No regrets, dude. Calabunga.
Cowabunga. Snitched it up.
Yeah.
If you could collaborate with any artist or anybody that you think you just want to work with, who would it be?
Don't know. Wait. You might need to edit a short pause out whilst
Oh no,
we think.
big question.
It is a big question.
Yeah, because maybe for me, like, not so much collaborate with anyone that I can think of. Like, oh, well, there's like a few Japanese like funk artists that I really like, but it would be cool to sort of collaborate with like a choir and like an orchestra or something like that brings something completely different, that pulls something completely different out of you. Yeah. But otherwise it would be more a case of like who like I'd probably really like to tour with and stuff like that, more like than collaborate.
Yeah.
Just be like a part of that.
I think one day I'd like to get like a load of really good musicians together, like, you know, someone that can play pretty tech drums and stuff like that. You know, like kind of like jazz fusion drums, but like more poppy.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah, and then, you know, like make an EP or something just with a load of sick musicians, really, like that can do stuff that I can't.
On a similar note, what would be the band that you would tour with if you could tour with anybody?
Just anyone that would have us, really. Ronan Keating, probably. Michael.
Ronan, I've heard of it.
That makes it much worse. Don't look it up.
No. That was a joke. Don't worry about it. Nothing against Ronan. I don't know. Just who do you think would be a good idea? Hypothetically.
You can't keep redirecting the questions back onto us. It's unfair. We know everything.
But it's a classic.
I don't know,
It's a
probably-
classic interviewee technique.
Yeah. Don't want to answer the questions like politics. Just like avoid them all.
Well, I'm going to go back a little bit and say that.
Oh, I really don't know who you.
Go on then.
With somebody like Easy Life, maybe.
I don't know heard of them.
I haven't heard them.
I remember you. I've heard you mention them though, but I
Yeah.
don't know. I don't know them. But I really love.
Mention.
Yeah.
That's our whole brand.
Yes.
Um,
Oh, can we hear Henry?
Oh, right. Could you hear me there?
Could,
Uh,
a little bit.
I don't know. What did you say?
You can always cut it out.
Is Henry there now?
I'm going to go back a little bit and say, you know how you said you're going to do, or you'd like to do a collaboration with lots of different artists on an EP or something like that?
Yeah.
There's an artist called Future Utopia, and he came out with this album called 12 Questions, and it's a 21 song EP, and on each song they've got a collaboration with a different artist,
Oh, cool.
and that concept really interests me because it's a
that
different,
is cool.
different question on each one.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's a good idea. What's it called? Future Utopia.
Yeah, that's the artist.
Future
the
Utopia,
album's called
great
12
album.
Questions.
All right, we're gonna listen to that after this.
Oh,
It's
great
like, it's
artwork.
that big mishmash of artists. I'm trying to remember the name of the main guy, but it's like different featured artists on every track.
Oh, cool.
It kind of reminds me of have you listened to Humans by Gorillaz?
Don't think so.
Oh, that's just like a big super group of just like 30, I want to say 30, maybe like 40 different people on across the whole album. It's mad. But yeah.
Cool.
Consistency in the sound when you've got that many.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like the Future Utopia artwork. Looks pretty trippy.
Yeah, it's
man.
cool, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty sick.
Can you hear us, Henry?
Yeah.
I can hear you for about 5 seconds, then you cut out.
Oh no.
It's
It's not good.
if you, worst comes to it, just type it in the chat. It's just,
Cool.
if
Type
if there's
it,
anything
say
you
it.
want us to say, but I can hear you now. Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Sorry, but it's not going the best.
No, it's good. I think.
My
Yeah.
parents are downstairs doing a quiz, to be honest. But yeah, it's not the most in the world.
Damn.
What digital audio workspace do you guys use? Like Logic or?
Logic.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah, Ableton looks really fun, but just haven't got round to learning it, or I don't know. I'm just really used to Logic, so. And they've made Logic like Ableton now, so probably not missing anything, maybe. What
Yeah.
what do you guys use them for anything?
I use BandLabs, free one. Love that.
Oh yeah, I use that. I used it once recently, just to like mess around on my phone. Pretty cool. Oh no, Henry can't hear us.
I can hear you, but I can't hear Elliot. That's the
Oh.
the only problem. I heard Ableton and Logic, so I'm assuming you're talking about different digital
Yeah.
audio
what we use.
workspaces. But I use GarageBand because I'm poor, and it's
Oh,
just a
GarageBand's
start.
good.
It's a start.
Yeah, no, that's good.
Yeah, I don't do anything crazy. I just make little. I mainly make little like loop things that I can play along with on my bass,
Oh,
that's
and then
cool.
I'll just like have fun messing around with like just nothing too serious.
Yeah, that does sound fun.
Yeah.
So you said you. Sorry, I cut you off there.
No, go for it.
So you said you've played a couple of live shows before. Is there anyone that you've supported, or is it just like pub gigs? And have you got any like fun stories from those?
Well, who did we support? They were really nice. Can't what was their
They're
name?
called Avec Sands, and they were also like an electronic duo. They were really friendly. We weren't like both our music was very different from each other. So
Yeah. Funny stories. Well, we only did a few. Oh, actually, there was. So we played one at, what was the venue called? That venue?
not the Lexington. Was it Lexington?
It was like I don't know. It was kind of a big one. Maybe there was like 500 people there or something, which is okay to start with. And we played at the Windmill in London, at Brixton, which was just hectic. Like another like crazy sound story, where like I don't know, like the sound woman was like. The sound engineer was like, she wasn't used to electronic stuff, and all the levels were crazy. Everything was like distorting.
Yeah.
And then this guy came up to us after, and he was like, "Oh, you guys are really good, but you got to sort out your fucking sound. You got to sort out your sound." Like, you know when someone's like pretty much gone because they're really wasted. Like, he had his eyes wide open, but he was like gone. He was like, You gotta sort out your sound. He just kept saying that. And then he was like, "Do you need a manager? My mate, he's here." And he pointed at his friend. He was like, just like kind of looking sheepish in the corner. He's like, "My mate, he'll manage you." And we were like, "Oh no, we're not, like, we've got one at the moment." And he was like, "No, my mate, he'll manage you. He'll sort out your sound."
Yeah,
you sound a bit shit, but my manager is so much better.
It was a straight.
And then we stayed there for a while, and we bumped into him, and he just went, "Just think about it." Just as we were leaving, just think about it. Your sound. It's like, "All right, yep, see you later." Yeah. Like, you're worried he's going to dribble on you because he's so drunk.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice guy though. He had a point, I guess.
Yeah. It was.
That's my version of a funny
Sound
story.
is
I
a
mean,
big
we've only had 3 gigs, so.
Yeah, as this.
Well, in the 3 gigs, what's your favourite song or your favourite song to play?
Ooh. Don't know. I like playing Do Tell, I guess, because the bass is really fun.
I like Do Tell as well.
But I messed up my finger. I haven't been able to play bass this week just because my finger's like gone really fat.
Yeah, it's all swollen.
Ouch.
Like I put together an exercise bike about a year ago, and it just like it was like got caught in the hinge or whatever, like all this weight on it, and I think it broke it. But I didn't go to the doctor, and now like a year later, it's swollen up for no reason. So
Yeah, it's not good.
I'm a bit concerned that I won't be able to play my bass.
Bass fish.
Yeah, if you've got any violin music you could play, sad violin music, that'll be good. Just edit that in.
That'll do.
Yeah.
But we're looking forward to playing at some point, like playing shows. Well, it's kind of weird because I guess this side of the world, like everything's on shutdown at the moment, so we don't really know what's going on.
How have you boys been keeping yourselves entertained whilst in lockdown?
Twitter.
Yeah,
people
completely.
get close to band, or trying to get close to bands, and then eventually starting up this podcast, which has been a massive thing for me. Like, even though it's not really far yet, I'm finding it really fun.
Yeah.
Just
I'm
just have a
loving
nice
it so
conversation
much.
with people. It's keeping me sane.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, I think you need that human interaction in whatever form, like when you're in a lockdown. Otherwise you go a bit crazy.
Yeah.
My friends are like in festivals and everything in Australia.
Yeah.
Like life is completely normal over there. No one wears masks. It's like it never even happened. And I'm like, oh my god, we're never coming out. But they all like they're having the best time ever.
I was just about to ask you that actually. Like, do you wish you were home?
We have done a pros and cons list. Of like why we should either be living in London or living back in Australia, and we've decided to stay and stick it out while we do music and sort of like we've got like a big project on the go, so we're just kind of gonna go with it, and then once we're like satisfied with where we're at with it, then we can make that decision. But I'm definitely like missing family. Like my like little sister lives there, and I really want to go visit her. Yeah.
Whereabouts from Australia?
She just got her
Where are you
license
from?
yesterday, so she's really excited. I'm from the Sunshine Coast.
Right, cool.
Yeah.
One day. I feel like it's just such a. It just seems so cool. Lots of scary animals, but it just seems like.
Yeah, it's really beautiful. I asked my sister what's the first thing she's going to do with her license, like, and her friends are all going to go like waterfall jumping this weekend, and she's driving them all, and I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah, that sounds pretty amazing.
Beautiful.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. Like in a rainforest, I'm like, oh.
We were going to move there maybe like a year or two ago, and then I was like getting prepared, you know, like mentally for it, all the crazy animals and
Saving.
insects and stuff. And Criz was like, yeah, you've got to, you know, well, the man of the house generally, there are brown snakes in the garden which can kill you, and the man of the house has to go out there with a shovel and cut his head off.
Yeah.
I was
it's
like,
true.
Jesus Christ.
It's true.
So I'm gonna have to be battling snakes.
There are like unsaid things that everybody knows there, and I remember when I first moved over here, and I'd like. I moved into a house that had a garden, and I was ducking and sort of like weaving my way through the garden, and my housemate was like, what the fuck are you doing? And I was like, I don't know, there's like spiders and stuff, and she's like, no, nothing's gonna kill you here. But I've like grown up my whole life, so I was so used to it that like it felt normal to be really on edge, like walking through a garden.
Yeah.
That's mad.
Yeah, it's
I find like
really weird.
Australia, like it's just the culture of everything just seems so cool.
Yeah, it's pretty extreme. I feel like it makes you, like when I came here, I felt like really resilient to things. Like I felt like I could say yes to everything because I was so used to like, you know, you sort of like, you have no fear because of how much you conquer like growing up there.
Yeah.
Which seems really strange, but
Fighting
even
Trump bears.
like water and stuff, like, you know, just jumping off stuff, like just doing crazy stuff all the time. Like you're brought up outdoors, like on a different level to here.
I wish.
Oh,
I'm like
yeah,
such a.
that's all, yeah.
I like adventurous
good to go
person.
there.
I want to go out there and go do stuff and like.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's fun.
Yeah, that's what we've been.
Year before lockdown, I had a bad knee injury as a result of gymnastics. So I like
Oh wow.
my lockdown started April 2019.
Oh no.
Yeah, ours was March as well. Oh well, no. Well,
No, he said
no.
2019. That's
gosh.
ages ago.
Oh man,
Oh, wow.
that sucks.
Damn. How's your knee now?
Oh, it's alright, thank you. But
Yeah.
pretty much back to normal.
So
Oh,
do
good.
you get to like be able to still do gymnastics then?
Yeah, I was meant to go back, and then lockdown happened. Like actual COVID lockdown.
Ah, can you do a backflip?
I know.
I was so close.
Oh,
Looks so
I'm
fun.
learning new things as well. I did not know that. What the heck? Did not
Yeah.
know that.
I'm part of a gymnastics display team up and down the country.
That's
Wow.
sick.
Like, that's sick. I did not know that.
Yeah,
that's so cool.
Learn
I'm
something every day.
pretty cool guy actually.
There's a lot of things you don't know.
I don't mean that.
So do you do like bar work and that? Like you're like really into it?
Oh, can you do that?
No,
That's
it's
sick,
more
man.
like, you know, like the little trampolines that are on an angle, the trampettes. It's like the trampettes. We have 3 of them, and then we have a horse box in the middle, and we just all do stuff over that, and then pile up on top of each other the pyramids and whatever on the box.
That's
Whoa.
cool.
Cool.
Are you at the top or the bottom?
I'm a pretty hefty guy, Henry.
Are you on top?
maybe a couple of years ago I was on top.
Now you gotta hold everyone. I did calisthenics for years. That was pretty fun.
What's that?
It's like gymnastics,
Probably really.
cross dancing. It's If you look it up on YouTube, you'll see lots of dudes do it. Like now, like it was always a girls thing, but now like guys really get into it. Like it's like a strength thing.
you got to be really
Really
strong for that.
flexible
Like,
and really flexible. So yeah, but
Because you used doing black flips and just
yeah, we used to do like flips
I've
into
done
splits
nothing
and stuff.
interesting about me. I could do a front flip when I was like 7 on my trampoline, and then I think I just called it quits there.
when you play bass, so you're like cool.
And Ryan used to jump off really high stuff skating. That was
Oh yeah.
that was
Oh,
your
do you skate?
Sometimes now, but I just used to do it like every day, and then I just kept breaking my ankles, and I was like, can't be bothered to be on crutches for ages.
Yeah.
I mean, like all my life. So I was like,
He's done it twice since I've known him, and he just like then spends 6 weeks like with his laptop strapped to him making music with his leg up.
oh yeah, because
And I like, yeah.
yeah,
It's like,
because
Oh, freaking your ankle.
yeah,
Sounds painful.
yeah, it was pretty bad. I was doing like a nollie heel flip over this. I can't remember what it's called now. A hip. That was what it's called. It's like, you know, like 2 ramps, and
Yeah.
and then like my back foot came off, and then it just like went like inwards, like my foot went outwards, and then the brake like went. I don't know. Yeah, I can't really
Yeah.
describe it, but it just really hurt. And someone took a picture of me. I was in a wheelchair, being wheeled out of the skate park, and someone took a picture of me on a disposable camera. And I want to find that picture. So if you're out there, picture, get in touch.
whoever has that
Wait, have
disposable
you not
camera.
seen the picture? Oh.
Huh?
Oh, so it was just like some stranger came past and just thought, take a photo of that.
Oh no, I knew him actually. I haven't spoken to him in like ages. I'm gonna get in touch with him. But there's like footage of me jumping off big walls and stuff that I want to get. Yeah.
We can use him for a video clip.
Continue.
Sorry, I'm dumb.
You got that first, but yeah, my skate knowledge probably cuts off anything that isn't in Skate 3. Like, I literally league game.
Skate's a
wanted
good
to
game.
skate for so long. I wanted to learn how to skateboard for so long, but because I've been ice skating for years, I feel like it'd be easier for me to roller skate.
Oh yeah, I love
Yeah.
roller skating. I'm like actually pretty good at that. When I was a kid, I was like, I want to be a pro roller skater. Like that was like my dream when I was like 10.
Oh.
Yeah, maybe you should try it.
Yeah, I bet it transfers over.
Because are you able to ice
Go
skate now?
for it.
Sorry?
Are you able to ice skate now?
Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah.
the rink's
might as
open.
Wait, go. Nothing's stopping me.
Do you ice skate like properly, or do you just do it for like fun?
Well, I started in year 7, so like what, 11ish, and then I went up grades, got to grade 6, started to do figure, didn't enjoy that. I did speed skating for a little bit, and then I didn't enjoy that either, so I just got a pair of freestyle, like hockey freestyle skates, and just have done like freestyle stuff ever since.
Whoa.
Cool.
Yeah, I tried ice skating for the first time like 2 years ago, and I kind of found it terrifying.
Ice skating's cooler than rollerblading.
Yeah, that's true.
It's just so fun,
Mm,
so much more free.
yeah.
But at the same time,
I can't
like,
ice skate.
you will soon, Henry. We'll meet up and we'll sort out a little
Yo,
situation.
get us into that, bro.
Yeah.
I'm a skier. That's my go-to sport. Like that's my number one sport. We've just like grown up. And my dad's a ski instructor part time, and just go away skiing. That's just what I do really.
That's
To
nice.
do like
Yeah.
slalom skiing.
Oh, cool.
But
I want to try that.
yeah, it's do like it is good. Yeah, so it's been a bit odd not being able to go away.
The first time
Yeah.
I saw snow was
Yeah.
when I came over this side of the world, and we went to Iceland, and that was like amazing. We didn't go skiing, but just seeing like a whole
Yeah,
country made
Iceland's
of ice was
Crazy.
like ridiculous.
Like, beautiful.
So nice. Yeah.
It's the
I
best
was about
place
to go
ever.
there on a trip with A-level
Yeah.
geography.
Really?
It's the same with
Wow.
me, literally.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Put it on your list.
Over
That
10
is
now.
like, it's incredible.
Yeah, you got to go.
Yeah.
We almost got in a big car crash there, though, but other than that, it was great.
Yeah.
It's not clever.
Yeah.
Well, we were driving safe. It was this
Yeah.
other guy tried to overtake us whilst a lorry was coming towards us, and then he like just made it through the gap like between us and this lorry, and the lorry was like slowing down and like sliding. It was crazy.
Yeah. And there was like ice lakes both sides of us on the freeway, so it was like pretty intense situation to be in.
Yeah, and then we got to this like really nice like eco lodge hotel thing that smelled of pine wood and had like a lounge version of like a Stevie Wonder song playing, and I was like, oh, okay, now I can relax.
Yeah, and the Blue Lagoon, like that, yeah, it's just a cool country. Go there. Go there. Go to Australia, go to Iceland. Put those on your list.
Cheap seats worldwide.
Do a live tour. We'll have to figure out how to record an episode without it crashing before I think of doing anything.
This one's been pretty consistent. This other than Henry dropping out.
Apart from me, I kid you not, my space bar is completely broken on my MacBook. It's like it's not. It's a problem. Like I can't click it down. It's like stuck down.
What's that from?
Henry, what have you been doing, kid?
Right, so
No comment on that one.
Rocket Lolly earlier. Dropped a
so
bit.
I guess we'll tell you like where like what we said we were like working on a new project, but that's we haven't got a date for any like when we're putting out the very next song, but we're sort of estimating it'll be February.
But there's going to be loads of music.
Yeah, but because there's so much music that we've been working on during this lockdown, like a crazy amount, we're like trying to, like Ryan wants to mix them all at the same time, so we've got like the same consistency, because he did that with the Bang Bang EP, like with those 4 songs. We like recorded them and everything, but he mixed them all the same so that they had like the same kind of feel across them. So that's what we're kind of doing with like a big group of songs now.
And we just changed all the artwork today for our old releases, except from the Bang Bang EP.
Yeah. So that
Let us know what you think, guys.
But there's lots of really really good music coming. So we're like super excited. Like every day we've been like really excited to wake up and get into it.
Who we expect in the future, babies?
Sorry?
He said, can we expect a new EP in the future?
Please.
Ooh, getting more than an EP. I think what we're working on is like
really?
bigger. Yeah, I think.
Yeah, what we
I'm very happy now.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
50-minute album.
Like what we put out is gonna go into a bigger project. Like we're gonna release music consistently. Should be each month, and then that'll be all part of a bigger project.
Yeah. So it's
I can picture you going places like big. Just really like your sound. I just think it is very unique.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
Well, we try.
It's nice. Like it's nice.
Its own genre at this point.
Pardon?
It's like beginning to develop its own genre at this point.
Oh, cool.
Oh,
thanks.
Yeah. I get that.
That's a compliment. That's good.
Yeah. And it's funny because like in terms of mixing, like listening to different styles of music, because we like such a big varied lot of music, so we'll be listening to like Travis Scott, but then listening to Tame Impala at the same time, like in the same day, like in quite a lot of both of them, and then we'll like listen to like city pop, like so there is like such a different element of all the different things we like about certain artists, and how their sound is. So I feel like by bringing that into what we do, it's like becoming its own, which is exciting.
Henry, what's your favourite bass line in not just like ever that exists in the
Oh
world?
my god, this is so hard. If we're gonna do like iconic, we've got to have like, oh no. Town Called Malice, that's an iconic one.
Oh yeah, the jam
by the
bass
Jam.
lines. I learned all of those.
Yeah, those were like the first ones that I learned. I grew up listening to the Jam.
Yeah.
But, oh no, Know Your Enemy by Rage Against the Machine.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I don't know that one. I have to listen to that.
That's
Honestly,
really cool.
I've got such a weird music taste where I listen to really chilled out, feel good stuff like yours. And then I also have like a part of me which listens to like System of a Down.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that's
so
good.
sick. That's
It's a
so
bit of a-
good though.
It's like every once in a while I'll put on Slipknot in headphones and just be like, ah.
Oh no, completely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great
But
though.
not,
That like
They're weird, but
keeps your mind fresh.
Yeah. Yeah, all music.
I'm really not picky with my music.
I used
I'm
to
not-
listen to Rage Against the Machine in like when I had art in high school. Well, we call it high school. I don't know what you call it here, but in Australia in high school, and I had a really cool art teacher, and he let me play it, and the rest of the class hated me so much, and I just got to play it like whenever I wanted. It was so good. It was so funny.
Yeah, that's what I'm like. See, none of my friends, all my friends, absolutely like can't stand them.
Yeah.
But it was when they got announced for Leeds Fest last year.
Yeah.
Yeah, when they got announced to Leeds Fest, like I was absolutely stratospheric. Like the fact that I haven't played in so long,
Yeah,
and like I was
that's
able to go see
crazy.
them live. I was like, oh, I was so happy. All my friends were like, oh, I want to see something just basic, but yeah.
Yeah, I like the extreme of things. I think that's like one thing that I always go to when I think of like all the artists over time that I've like absolutely loved. They've kind of been the absolute extreme of what they do, whether that be
Yeah.
like something like Prodigy or Tame Impala, like, or you know, like all these different artists in the world. They're like so good at what they do and their sound, and it's so extreme from like everything else, and that's what's kept their longevity. Like that's what's made their careers like as good as what they are.
Yeah.
And Tom Morello is just so creative. They're just mad.
Who's that?
Yeah. Tom Morello is he's the guitarist from Rage Against the Machine. He does weird creative stuff like solos with just like him tapping a coin off like his pickups to make weird sounds, and
Oh
just,
yeah.
like, detunes his guitars to like random weird. He's just I can't explain. He's just really creative.
Yeah.
I've been listening to a lot of Polyphia lately, and they're insane.
I've never heard of them.
Did
Say
it-
that again. What are they called?
Polyphia, Poly, and then Ifia. But then they're a completely instrumental band, but honestly, the talent is insane.
Oh, sick.
Yes, yeah.
We'll have to listen to
Yeah,
some.
yeah, it's nice. Like hearing. I think we've liked the most like musically. Is it Toshiki Katamatsu? Is that how you pronounce it? Toshiki Katamatsu.
Yeah.
That's really good.
If you like your bass lines, Henry, you've got to listen to some of that.
Yeah.
Because they're just
Wait,
mental.
what
And strange, like Toshiki Katamatsu.
pop it in the chat.
Oh yeah.
Pop it in the chat. Have a listen
And
later.
Tokyo
But,
Tower is really sick.
Yeah, there's...
Don't-
He's just got a mental bass player.
Okay, I'm gonna copy and paste that.
And Elliot, what's
Right,
your
I'm gonna have
favourite
some-
drum pattern? I don't know how to say that. Yeah.
There's just too many to choose from. Like I listened to a lot of Green Day, and that's what kind of got me into drums. Green Day,
Yeah.
along with the guitarist in my band, he got me into drums. But like I started playing Green Day, so I'm gonna have to say Jesus of Suburbia as a song. But it's just nice to play, nice fills.
Nice.
Cool. Good stuff.
Best drums on any song has to do with Caravan from Whiplash. You've never seen
Oh,
it.
that
You've seen
film
that
is
film?
so good. Yeah, it's
It's
ridiculous.
it's my favourite film. That and The School
Really?
of Rock.
It's so intense. Yeah,
School of Rock.
So good. So funny.
Honestly, yeah, it's just, yeah, it's cool.
I've seen
what's
Tenacious
that?
D play, actually. I was like, yeah, it was pretty funny.
Nah, there's some good music soundtracks. I listened to I watched a film recently called Soul. It's like that new Disney one.
Oh yeah.
It's like the jazz one. It's been the soundtrack's done by John Baptiste, and it's absolutely, it's so cool. It's
How do you
just
spell it?
Really, really good.
Like, is it as in like SOUL, soul?
Soul music. It's all jazz. It's on Disney Plus, like the streaming service thing.
Okay, we'll look it
Yeah.
up. Yeah, cool.
You just listen to the music, like the film. The film's just sort of decided Disney
We-
picks up the film,
we
isn't it?
watched-
But,
Oh, cool.
We watched, was it yesterday or the day before, we watched a film called Babylon, which is like about Brixton in London in 1980. And that was quite interesting. It was like about like what the culture was like around then, like at that time, like what Brixton was like, and the whole dub culture. It was pretty interesting. Like, I've never really listened to dub music, so I found it interesting just to like sort of have an insight into like what that whole scene was like and where it kind of originated in London.
Dub nights are crazy just because the sound systems are so like powerful
Big.
and massive that you can't even swallow if you stand in a certain part of the room.
wait, what's this?
The bass.
Dog night?
Dub.
Type it in.
Dub, you know, like dub. Like dub, like reg.
I thought you said dog music. I'm like,
No,
Dub as in like dubstep or dub as in like drum and bass.
nah, kind of like it's like instrumental reggae, but
But really
But-
loud.
but like
deep.
it's
Sorry,
like
yeah.
it's like a cool version, like way trippier and like weirder.
The
say.
sound effects in that's really interesting. That's what we were saying the other day when we were watching it. Like, the sounds that they drop into the music is really weird.
Yeah, but if you go to like an old like dub night with a really good sound system, it's just crazy. I'd probably not even do it now because I'd be a bit bored, but like because I've already done it. But
Yeah.
when I used to do it, it was sick.
So it's like psychedelic heavy reggae.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would say so. It is pretty psych. It's like,
sick reggae.
And the bass
Yeah.
is so heavy that it kind of makes you feel like you're going to be sick. Like, where the sound systems are that loud.
yeah, I just remember like different frequencies do different things to you. Like a higher bass note would make my nose itch, and then like a lower one would make my belly like rumble.
Yeah.
Proper weird.
Like really weird. I want to have a go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think that'd be
Gets
a
me
weird
out now.
experience.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's pretty sick.
Yeah.
Dub music. Right, Babylon. I'm gonna write that down.
Yeah, Babylon.
Another movie with amazing music. I'm sorry, but it's probably very overrated. But you know the newer Princess and the Frog from Disney.
I'm sorry.
Oh, I love that movie so much.
No, I don't think...
Frog.
I haven't heard of
Yeah,
that.
the
I haven't
music
seen
in
that.
that film. I'm sorry, it's so good.
Princess and the Frog.
Princess and the Frog.
Yeah,
I do love
Disney
Disney,
movie.
so...
Princess. It's literally like it. Elliot.
Yeah, and
Is it all
shut
like-
up. I more appreciate the music in it than anything. I really, really like the style of music in that. It's like New Orleans, like swing, jazz-ish.
Oh, wow.
Oh, so
That's cool.
I've got actually I bought the Curious George film soundtrack on vinyl.
Ooh, good purchase.
But it's all done by Jack Johnson, and it's just really chill out music.
That's
There's this
nice.
vinyl, I forget what it's called. It's like lo-fi music. Got it in my Discogs want list. But yeah, it's just a vinyl full of lo-fi tracks. Look, it sounds
Ah,
amazing.
nifty. How we're looking for time? Oh my god, we're at an hour already.
Yeah.
Plus the 10-minute intro. I think we might have to. Oh
We'll-
gosh,
we'll call it.
we can't be.
I have to call it.
This has
Right.
been super fun, though.
Yeah,
Guys.
we made it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like all the technical hitches, my keyboard breaking, being put off for like 10 minutes, and on the Switch website. But it's a work in progress, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah,
We're
well
getting
done,
there.
guys.
for sure.
It only go up.
And
Honestly.
you'll get like
Oh,
you'll get rid of all the bugs. Like, you know, things will get smoother the
Yeah.
more you do it.
Yeah,
hopefully we're sorting this all out. But I guess there's nothing
It's been
else
lovely
to say
talking
except
to you.
thank you. You've been really, really nice.
Yeah,
Thank you.
thanks
thanks for having
thanks
us.
for having us.
Big
Yeah,
things from you
it's
in the
great.
future. Want to see you headlining Glastonbury within the next 2 years.
Yeah,
And
that's-
Yes.
Yeah, that's a good goal.
but
Yeah.
yeah, go for it.
Sick.
You got any plugs?
Definitely. Hey, do you want to plug anyone?
just
Well,
Zach?
plugs.
just stay tuned. We're gonna
Yeah, just like look us up on Spotify. We're called Sides, SIDES, and don't know why I said it like that. And
well,
like just type in, I don't know.
Well, actually, this is a bit of a
just
late
listen-
question.
listen
Where
to
did that
the
name come
music.
from?
Yeah, I was about to ask the same thing.
Oh, I was I had to have surgery, and I was like looking at the medication, and people's like I think I looked up the side effects, and on and on forums like people say sides as like an
That's cool,
abbreviation.
yeah.
it's abbreviation.
That's great.
But I saw that a week or two before, and then the day before I had the surgery, I was reading The Beach, the book, and then I just saw the word sides in it, and then I was like, oh yeah, that sounds good. And then I asked Criz, and she was like, yeah, sounds cool.
Yeah, and then we were like, and we're from other sides of the world. Ah, ha, ha.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, yeah, that
Like,
is
oh
true.
my god.
That was my first thought. I was like,
Did not think of that.
Yeah, no, that
And it's
we
from the
didn't
book The
enjoy.
Beach, and we both grew up by
By-
the beach.
By the beach.
You were born.
Yeah,
Right.
way.
Okay.
but yes,
What a day
originally.
though, because we're
Pardon?
Huh?
so much.
Running a bit over
It's
time.
been so much. It's been so nice chatting to you. You've been so open, despite all the technical hitches. And
We'll catch you
want
next
to come on
time.
again? I don't know.
Yeah, well, sorry, you're cutting out
No,
a bit,
but,
but we got the gist of it. But yeah, thanks so much for having us, guys.
Yeah, and good luck with
Don't
it.
worry.
It's awesome. It's
Yeah.
so good that
Oh,
you guys have
thank
started
you.
something new. It's awesome.
Thank you.
It's nice to
Yeah.
hear your story.
Okay, I guess there's nothing else to say except we'll see you later.
Yeah,
Bye.
cool. Cheers, Elliot. Cheers, Henry.
Yeah, bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Right, okay, so this is Henry again in the editing process, and we're really, really sorry about that episode. I'm aware it deteriorated dramatically over time, and there's nothing really we could do about that. We'll show you this won't happen again, and that we're gonna have some great guests on the future. It's all there's a lesson in there somewhere. We're gonna so me and Elliot apologize. We'll sort this out, and yeah, stick with us. We'll prove you wrong. We'll get better. We're getting there.